Hi everyone! So in today's video we are making Tandoori Chicken Masala, which is a really great recipe that makes great use of leftover tandoori chicken from the night before, or you can start from scratch and make fresh tandoori chicken and then make this recipe. Either way, it turns out really delicious. So let's begin. So for this recipe, we will need 1 big onion, a ½ inch piece of ginger, 5 to 6 garlic cloves, and 4 medium-sized tomatoes. We're just going to roughly chop our ingredients and then start making our purees. So I'm starting off by putting my onion into a grinder and making an onion paste, and you can see that you just want to match the consistency that I had here. And then we're also going to make a tomato puree and a ginger garlic paste. Then we're going to keep all of these on the side for when we start our cooking process. And I just wanted to note that if you're not making fresh ginger garlic paste at home, and if you're using store-bought, you should be using about 1½ tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. Next, we're moving on to our chicken. So I've previously posted a tandoori chicken recipe video on my channel, so please check that out either in the card above or with the link in the description below. And the great thing about this recipe is that we're putting our leftovers to really great use. So I'm using tandoori chicken that I made the night before. Of course, you can make it fresh, but that will be a bit of a longer and complicated process. If you want it to be easy, enjoy some tandoori chicken the night before and then make this the next day with your leftovers. All you have to do is strip the meat of the tandoori chicken into strips like this, and you'll have 450 grams of juicy, tender, and flavorful chicken. Now that we have everything prepped, we can move on to cooking the curry or masala. So I'm going to start by heating up a tablespoon of oil on medium heat, and then adding in 3 tablespoons of butter and melting it down. The reason we add that 1 tablespoon of oil is to prevent our butter from burning, so that's a really good tip anytime you're cooking with butter like this. Just add a little bit of oil so that you don't burn the butter. Once it's melted down, we can go ahead and add in that onion paste we made earlier, and then we're just going to fry this for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium heat. At this point, we're going to add in that ginger garlic paste we made earlier. It's about 1½ tablespoons, and we're going to fry it for 45 minutes on medium heat, making sure we mix it in well with our onion paste. And if you see that it's drying up, just add in a sprinkle or a splash of water and mix that in. Once the onion and ginger garlic paste are well cooked, we can add in our tomato puree, and you can see I'm straining it into our pan here. So we want to make sure that we catch any of those seeds or the tomato skin that may still be in there. So once you're done straining your tomato puree, we're just going to mix this in really well and continue to fry it for 2 to 3 minutes on medium heat. At this point, we can add in our spices, so adding in 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and 1 teaspoon of salt, or as per your own taste. Add in ½ teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi. Add ½ teaspoon of coriander or dhania powder. Add in ½ teaspoon of Garam Masala. Make sure that as you're adding in all of these spices, you're continuing to mix and cook it on medium heat. Lastly, we're just going to add in ½ teaspoon of cumin or zira powder and mix this really well, incorporating all of our spices. Next, we will add in ½ cup of water and continue to cook this for 2 to 3 minutes on medium heat. We can also now add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter and make sure that we melt it down and really mix it in with our curry. Then we will cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, we can add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, depending on how creamy you want your curry to be. And you can see that we're getting this really nice color right now. And we're just going to mix well and cook this for another 1 to 2 minutes. At this point, we can add in 1 tablespoon of sugar and mix well. This is just going to balance out the flavors really nicely. So we're going to let this cook on medium heat for another 1 to 2 minutes. And once that's done, we can add in our Kasuri Methi or Fenugreek Leaves. I'm adding in about 1 tablespoon, and you want to make sure that you crush it before adding it in. Once we've done that, we're going to mix it really well and cook this on medium heat for another 1 to 2 minutes. At that point, we're going to add in all of our chicken. So add in your tandoori chicken strips here, and make sure you mix the chicken in really well, coating all of it in the curry. Once the chicken is mixed in really well, we're going to add in half a cup of water, and at this point you can turn up the flame to high heat now and cook this for another 1 to 2 minutes. Keep in mind that our chicken is already cooked and the curry is almost completely cooked at this point as well, so we don't want to overcook this. And I just wanted to note that if you like a little bit more curry, you can certainly add a little bit more water as per your own preference. I like to this consistency, but you can definitely adjust that if you want to have more curry personally. So we're just going to finish by adding in 1 chopped green chili and giving that a good mix. And then we're going to garnish with some coriander. So I'm just adding in some chopped coriander, and we're going to give this another good mix, and we are just about done. As you can see, our tandoori chicken masala is ready to enjoy. You can serve it with some white basmati rice or tandoori roti or naan. It's completely up to you. So next time you have tandoori chicken leftovers, don't worry, you can just make this delicious dish the next day. In fact, I encourage you to have leftovers so you can enjoy this amazing recipe. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and give it a big like. Make sure that you leave a comment down below with any questions or requests you may have, and subscribe for future recipes. And make sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we post. Thanks for watching!